Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be doing some upgrades finally on my bicycle, so stay tuned.
Self-destruct sequence activated.
Hey guys, welcome to another video. Josh bringing you another video project for you guys today. So today I got in the mail my saddlebags that I'm going to put on my bike to make it look more nice, but unfortunately, you'll see this in a minute. I had to record this again. My camera did not record. I don't know why. So basically I lost 2 hours working on this. But basically, I want to break everything down to you guys and show you guys what I did. And basically, here's the result. Now, these right here are basically saddlebags for a Yamaha motorcycle. They're not very big, but they are wide a little bit, so I wasn't really worried about that. They do have a light right in the back right there. You see the wires are basically right here. If I can get the wire right here. So basically, those wires there are going to be hooked up to the LEDs I got coming for this. And right here is going to be like where the brains are. And I'm going to run the wire all the way to the battery. I got a 12-volt battery coming, which that's going to have its own power source. It's not going to run off of this battery right here, so that I don't have to worry about. Now, in the last video, you guys saw me, I told you guys about this. And that's basically what happened. I don't know why my phone's been doing this right here. I'm doing this stuff on my phone. But basically, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I done to this. Hey, Crypto, what you doing, sweetie? Alright. So, here is basically what all I done so far. I was thinking about, like, having it bolt right down here. But then it was kind of low and wide a little bit, but I didn't want that. I wanted it more inwards a little bit. So I basically have them bolt right here. I basically used new bolts and basically just drilled new holes into it. Hi, sweetie. And I basically just did that right there. I did this one and one to the back. There's 3 bolts holding this thing into place right here. So I drilled this part out right here. This one was pretty much okay. I basically used M6. I think I used the I think I used the 60, the 40s. 40 millimeters. So these are basically 40 millimeters, I think. It's not really that hard for me to actually did this right here. Maybe I did the 60s. No, the 60s are the ones that I use for something else. No, that's what it is. All right. So yeah, I basically use these kind of bolts right there. I just basically use these. Zoom you in right here. I basically bolt them right to the rack right here. So these are basically pretty much, I did the same thing on the other side. So these right here, I bolted first on each right here. Then I use this right here. I used original bolt holes that has these right here. And I just use 2 spacers right here. I use 1 spacer on the bottom to give it more of a look right there. So it's not really that far off, but it's not that bad. Now, as for the lights itself, here we go. I have a 9-volt battery we can test these out with. So here we are. Here it goes. Which one's positive, which one's negative? I don't think it matters. Yep, there it goes. I checked these out right here. They do work. Okay, it doesn't really matter which ones they are do. Okay, doesn't really matter. So basically, these have like brake lights on them on each side. I basically spent about $77 on this right here. And the reason why I spent all that money right there, because I basically sold my Terminator, and I basically sold the DeLorean and a couple of Superman stuff, which basically some of the stuff I don't even have anymore. Like, I still got some of my ornaments, I got some of my hats. In the last video, I got some shoes, and I basically just got all that. I did, however, order this stuff, this right here, but when I took a look, they did fit, but they weren't exactly going to work. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to use these for this project. I'll use them for the, I'll use them for another project. I'm not going to worry about them. And I even got a big thing of wire right here for the LEDs I'm going to put on here. Now, I was thinking about putting some LEDs right here. LEDs right here. Probably two, one on the underneath, one towards the wheel, and same thing on the other side. So that I'll probably do, and then I'll probably have the wires run all the way up to here. And that, because I have a bus terminal coming, so after I get the bus terminal hooked up, I'll have two wires coming all the way up to right here where the battery is. So that right there, that's all I just basically need. But I'm basically waiting for my handlebars to come in and some other stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the video off right now. And basically next time we will see the handlebars. So guys, it's basically the next day. Technically, I did not get my new handlebars. I did manage to get my LED lights in, so that's pretty good. They're basically right here. I ordered 10 of them, green, and I basically took these right here, and basically this heat sinked them in, and also used my heat gun right here, and got all that done. So I'm gonna go ahead and go throughout what I did and how, and I basically did this very clean. So I'm going to go ahead and take you around and show you what I did. So let's go ahead and start going through the back right here. You kind of see a little bit right there on the other side, and underneath of here, there's one there, and there's one on here, and then the wires go here, and they're zip tied right here, and they go down here and zip tied here, and they're zip tied here and here, and they go down through here and right into there. And I did the exact same thing on the other side. You kind of see that a little bit in over there. And I even did one for underneath right here. And I basically have it coming up from underneath of right here. And I even did one for up here too. I basically got it zip tied there and there. Now this is basically for mock-up. I'm not really worried about using this right here, but this here is basically for mock-up. I'm not going to use it because I got a brand new one coming, and I wish I actually found these before I actually ordered it, but technically I had to order it because the stickers kind of ruined it a little bit, because I put stickers on it and they basically do not do any, they don't really come off. So technically that's basically it right there. So when you see me again, let's go ahead and start doing the handlebars, hopefully. So guys, basically I have not even got my handlebars yet or anything else. So what I'm going to do, that stuff there won't come till Monday, or my new kickstand. But I did manage to got my battery, and I got my bus bar today. That way I went ahead and wired up the wires. And I kind of did that because that took me a couple hours to do, and it. So I want to go ahead and show you of what I done. So this is what I basically did right here. It came with these right here. I basically cut a couple parts of them off. One side, one part is for the for positive, one is for negative, and basically I have this right here just to bridge them all out. I even installed a switch right here, and also I even changed the mountain point right here, and I even got a little seat belt up here for the battery to connect it all. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this in. I'm going to set this right here. And I'm going to go ahead and disconnect this up freely. It's not exactly turned on yet. Okay, nothing's sparking. That's not getting warm. Not getting warm at all. Nothing's getting warm. Now after I hit the switch, all the green lights should be coming right on. So 3, 2, 1. Ha ha! There we go. All the lights are on. Both are on down there. Those are even on. Perfect. And then all of that is triggered by this switch right here. Perfect. That works out perfectly. Mount this right here. Oh no, I have to take care of it. So basically all I did was I just got this right here. I thought one side was a negative, one side was a positive, but it turns out I ordered the wrong thing. Basically, it's basically a cross bus bar. So I basically just modified it a little bit. I basically just took this right here that came with. There's a black and there's a red. And I just basically cut some certain parts out, screwed them in on one side, and do the other one, screwed them in on the opposite part. That way I have a positive and a negative. So I went ahead with positive, negative, positive, negative. But you can see that's how I basically done it. And basically we have light. So now, hopefully, next time when I'm doing this video, I'll go ahead and mount the bars and put on the kickstand. So guys, it's been about a couple of days now. I managed to get a couple of parts. I actually managed to got my handlebars. Also, I even got some of these really nice lowrider exhaust tips right here. These are really nice right here. Now, I think today we're going to go ahead and install these. But as for the bars, these are the bars I got. And you kind of see that they are so tiny. It looks like I'm riding a little kid's bike. I don't think these will work. I was thinking about maybe just taking something and just widen this up a little bit, but I'm not feeling for these bars. I really do not like them. I mean, it makes it look like I'm riding a little kid's bike. So as for the bars, I'm not. I thought maybe it'll be more like these, but more of the 9-inch. I did not knew that it was. Yeah. I did put them on my bike to see how they look, and they look, they don't feel good, but the height is okay. But as for the angles of where they are, it looks like I'm gonna ride a little kid's bike. So I am not using these. I actually got these on Facebook Marketplace right now. I'm going to sell them. I am not interested in these right here. I spent about $38 for them. So let's go ahead and install the pipes. Also, guys, begin, before we begin with this right here, I want to go ahead and show you the new kickstand right here. Now, this right here is the original kickstand that I actually came with, but I really do not like this because, like, if it's like up and wind blows it on that side, I want it to be stable. So that's why I decided to order something like this. It's for a 26-inch mountain bike. I thought it would be perfect, and actually it is. And also the tire is off the ground, which is perfect right now. So it does make it look more like stable, you know what I mean? So let's go ahead and decide of where we are going to. I was originally thinking about putting these like this, but you see they kind of go under. Now, the one thing about it is I was thinking about using the bolt to here, the bolt right here, and having it come out like this. Now, the more I kind of took a look at that, it's more very too far out. So I was thinking maybe putting it right back here, but then you can't really see it. So I don't want it too far out, but I don't want it too far in or too far low. So maybe what I was thinking about doing is maybe putting it like this, but I was thinking about maybe putting it like that. That's still too far down, but I do like the way this is. So what I'm thinking about doing is maybe bolting it onto here and have it come up like that, or maybe bolting it a little bit here and going down. I don't know. I'm still touring around with that a little bit. But today we'll be able to actually put the electronics in a secure box. So guys, after a little bit of playing a little bit, I thought maybe I could probably bore it right through here, but I had to end up taking the whole thing off, and I didn't really want to do that. So I just decided just to put this underneath right here. I do wish these here were a little bit down, a little bit more. Maybe I will lower them a little bit. I don't know, but it does look good. It does look okay. It's a good, nice height right here. I don't want them too low. That way it looks like a low rider. And I don't want to have very much space up here, so I decided I'm just going to leave it alone for now. But I did manage to get these bolt right on. So once the little box comes that I ordered, we'll bolt that on, and I'll see what to do about the handlebars. So guys, I basically got the control box pretty much bundled up. Right now I even got a nice little switch right here for the lights. That way if I'm not using them, I can just easily turn them on or turn them off. Now the one thing I was thinking about doing in the future is I was thinking about getting a nice little sound system for this. Instead of me using a Bluetooth speaker, that way I can get rid of this little spot right here. So I might end up doing that in the future. But also, you can also see that I actually got the handlebars I did happen to put on, that I recently get that I really don't like. And you can actually see that I really do not like them, because that's basically what they are. You cannot really tell on camera, but this is the size of my hand. I want this to be more wider right here, and these right here be more like stretched out more. So, and also I want them to be a little bit more taller too. So these right here I definitely am going to sell. I'm not going to do anything to them. I'm not going to try to widen them. I just don't really like them. So basically, I have let this video go on long enough. I'm going to go ahead and conclude this video. I appreciate you guys for watching. Please remember to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also hit a like. And pretty soon, we are going to be pretty much done with this project. And then next, we're probably going to do a nice little speaker system. And then we're probably going to do another conversion kit, but probably one that the motor will mount right here. That way I don't have to worry about taking this off right here either. So, even though it might be a 24 volt battery, I have no problem with that. So, all of this right here will probably be covered, so that way I have plenty of clearance right here for the motor. So, I appreciate you guys for watching this video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.